First, let's do a watch check. Watch collecting doesn't have to be expensive. Um, Sometimes I'm asked, I want to start collecting watches. Do I need to buy expensive watches? No, you don't need to. You can start with a $30 watch. You can start with a $20 watch. Uh, you can start with Casio. You can start with Timex. You can start with Amitron. You can begin with quad watches, and sometimes some of these watches last decades. And it's only after a few years, 3, 4, 5 years, you have a battery change. You can start with that. You can start with a $30 watch. You can start with a Timex, Casio. I mean, there are varieties of watches that you can buy, that you can start collecting with those. And my philosophy around watch collecting is it's not about the cost of the watch. It's about how the watch fits on my wrist. It's about um how elegant it looks on my wrist. And that's my philosophy about watch collecting. You know, the watch must look beautiful on my wrist. It doesn't have to be expensive. Sometimes an expensive watch wouldn't look beautiful on your wrist. So that's something to consider as you get on the journey, of watch collecting. So you start small, get to understand, the type of watches that you like. Then you can go up to higher brands and some of these macro brands. But start with the quartz watches. Start with the Timex, the Casio, the Amitron, and varieties of watches. Start to experiment with those. Then you get to understand the kind of watches that fit on your wrist, the kind of watches that look beautiful on your wrist. Because for me, I have a 5.5 uh inch wrist, so watches with smaller dials around 35, maybe to 39 millimeters are the best for my wrist. So I understand my wrist. I understand the kind of watches that fit well on my wrist. So I go for those. And you can start with the quartz watches before moving to mechanical watches, because truth be told, mechanical watches are expensive to maintain. Um, the manual or automatic mechanical watches are expensive to maintain. So, especially for some of us that come from countries where you do not have um, many watch specialists that know how to, or that have the expertise to, repair or maintain, automatic watches. It's kind of difficult. So